Hello everyone. Is answer writing something that troubles you? Is answer writing something that you are hesitant to start? You all know the vitality of answer writing, but somehow you remain at a 0 point wherein you are unable to start, and more so, it gets difficult for you to master answer writing. So, in this examination, the journey from zero to hero about answer writing goes through those little tiny efforts, those incremental, gradual, yet effective improvements which you can make through a structured, disciplined, and consistent approach. It might sound a collection of adjectives, but I'll qualify how you can actually build this approach and dominate the mains examination. My name is Abhishek Saxena and I am a faculty at GS Core. So often we hear, and this is around when it comes to that, okay, we should do daily answer writing. We should do daily answer writing. But what do we need to take out from that daily answer writing? Is it going to be just an exercise wherein you write an answer and somebody evaluates it, gives a feedback and gives marks, and you become happy or sad or based on the quantum of marks that you get? No. That is not a very healthy and consistent way to go about answer writing. Because without a strategy, without a roadmap, without a well thought out approach, if you are going to embark on daily answer writing, it is just going to be a routine affair with very little enrichment that can contribute to your preparation and, most importantly and ultimately, to your performance. So how can we use the daily answer writing to transform the performance? How as little as one question and answer a day can transform your performance and finally help you score marks in the examination? So let us dig deep into what it entails. Now, if you see, conventional test series almost fail at this, because conventional test series are short. By that I mean there are less number of tests. So you have, in a way, very big ladder to climb. Most of the time, as part of the regular test series, the focus is on completion and not on improvement. The test series coerces you to complete tests within a given amount of time or given amount of days. Consume the entire course. It does not give you what to improve and how to improve. In a conventional test series, you submit a lengthy paper and you finally get the marks. And again, very little emphasis is generally paid when it comes to the requirement of certain actionables. That what you need to do to improve the marks, what you need to do to fare better in the tests. And it is not just about the marks improvement. The rot lies deeper. There can be issues of conceptual clarity, issues of relevance, how you are writing the tests, issue of depth, that you know the stuff, but till what level of depth you need to go for a particular subject, for a particular answer. And lastly and most importantly, the issues of expression or articulation. Because many a times students have covered the courses, they have the notes, they have done the revision, but they fail to translate that information or knowledge on paper in a marks fetching manner. Therefore, this skill of answer writing demands a deeper scrutiny. We cannot do it in a matter of rush. It has to be a gradual, protracted, yet effective process. Because the regular test series actually comes up with tests which are designed with a different purpose. Regular test series or a conventional test series does not cultivate answer writing. It only helps you practice and enrich. It cannot help you build the answer writing skill. You see, most of you would have come across a regular test series, and the purpose is entirely different, and I'll qualify this. You see, a regular test series would contain sectional tests and mocks. So the entire purpose of these sectional tests is not to build answer writing, rather to check that whether a candidate can attempt a paper of a given expanse of the subject. So it is for a mature candidate who has actually cultivated answer writing and finally requires a dose, a veneer of enrichment, polishing. And mocks have the purpose to test in the exam situation. Full paper, strict adherence to clock. These are the aspects that a mock test, and also whether a candidate can actually do justice to the entire breadth of the subject or of the set of subjects. So the focus of a conventional test series is largely horizontal. It is just a veneer that you apply, the enrichment, to keep in touch with the subject, to be continuous, just to be there, a regular regime. It does not help you cultivate the answer writing skills. And that is why most of you, even after joining a regular conventional test series, fail to develop answer writing. The test series are not bad, but the purpose is entirely different with which you are approaching it. You want to develop answer writing, and the test series is offering you something else. So, what is the solution? The correct way, like I said, is all about a gradual process. It's all about a gradual process wherein you build the capability on answer writing. Every good answer will have clarity. Its content will have relevance, and that will be commensurate to the depth that is needed for a given topic as per the given question. And it will be articulated, expressed in a manner that it justifies the demand of the question. This is not an on-off switch. This is neither a process that you can do in a jiffy. You'll have to build this at a stage-wise manner. If you haven't learned that when a person reads a question, you need to boil down that question to a certain extent. That question belongs to which area of the syllabus, which topic, subtopic, and dimension. This is like zooming in on the target, zeroing down, demarcating the periphery. And to do this, you have to understand the nuances of answer writing. So this is the first step where you demarcate the territory, because you are sorting out the clarity. Once you have the clarity, you recall the content, and whatever is relevant, you place it, and then you calibrate how much I have to talk, in what direction, what line of argument, what tone and tenor should be there. So it should have a proper structure. It should have a proper structure, and then only you are able to articulate in the requisite manner. So to cultivate this answer writing skill, you will have to work on these pillars: clarity, relevance, depth, expression, structure. You have to work on each of these things and then bring them together in a concert to answer effectively. And hence, it is a gradual process that you learn. You start from zero somewhere. Starting is very important, because unless you start, you won't finish. Now, if you see, while you are embarking on this gradual process from stage 1 to stage 3 to stage 6, and so on and so forth, stage after stage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Now, there is always a requisition of actionable feedback. What as a candidate you need to do to improve. While the conventional text series deals with a large portion of the subject, it is often not very precise when it comes to the actionable feedback. Unless you come across the different natures of questions that are put together in the examination. And for every, it is like, developing the stimuli, developing the reaction to a stimuli, to a set of stimuli, that if a question is this is what you have to do, and then calibration of it. So actionable feedback in terms of that you need to work on, let us say, clarity, that you lack conceptual clarity, you have not demarcated the zone properly, or structure, that you have the knowledge but that knowledge is not organized. What you are writing is related to the topic but is not asked by the question. See, each one of you have realities, right? You are a person, you will have a gender, a profession, a degree, favorite cuisine, kind of clothes that you like, multiple things, and those all are real about you. But when you meet a person, do you talk about all of these things? No, right? You talk about what is relevant to the situation for which you are meeting a person. Answering a question is like that only. So in that sense, whatever knowledge you have, that's a separate thing. But whatever you are telling onto the paper, whatever you are writing onto the paper, that has to be relevant. And it should carry adequate depth and articulate it properly. So, where does the fault lie? Where does the fault lie? There has to be an actionable improvement. Otherwise, you'll be caught in a whirlpool, in a routine of sorts, with which you are just complying to a test series, getting question papers, writing them in a clueless manner, and getting the feedback and being happy and sad about it. Also, while one question helps you to actually hone your skills from a micro level, topic based, theme based test, theme based questions. Because remember friends, in the UPSC Civil Services examination, every question is a test of a concept. Though we don't see questions repeating too often, but it is the theme that always repeats. So, while this micro level understanding is needed to cultivate that answer writing, it also requires thematic coverage. And along with this thematic coverage, you need end-to-end coverage. That means you can't be obsessed about a couple of subjects. Also, every subject has its own peculiarities. History has its own dynamics. The analysis part in history would be somewhat different than the analysis part in, let us say, economy, or disaster management, or geography. So while covering the entire length and breadth of the subject, or the number of subjects, you have to sort of address the diversity that each of these subjects have to offer to cultivate these answer writing abilities. So this end-to-end coverage is again a very important pillar of that answer writing. You can't be just good at writing, let us say, polity answers and bad at writing economy answers. Also, that won't serve a very great purpose, because your syllabus coverage, answer writing coverage will remain limited. So daily answer writing actually also emerges as a tool, not only to hone answer writing skills, but end-to-end coverage of themes that repeat in the examination. But this can't be random. You have to develop, or you have to align yourself with the right approach. That integrates all these ideas and provides you a seamless ecosystem to work in. What is that ecosystem? The daily answer writing through a synchronized schedule with a clear roadmap. By clear roadmap, I mean here that when you start, you have clarity, certainty about the end. And this level of detailed roadmap will give you a sort of predictability, how you can improve through a systematically structured process as part of the roadmap. The thematic coverage. And can you do it alone? Maybe you can. But if you have the right mentorship, to actually steer through the process, to handhold you, acting like a constant compass to course correct you, something that you can fall back upon for guidance when you feel lost, somebody who motivates you to continue, because this can be a long process, somebody who keeps a check on you. So to that end, to utilize daily answer writing and make it as a tool to becoming a hero in answer writing, you have to take care of all these aspects. So, if you see the approach, the first building block of that approach is to understand the challenge. As the graphic says, that the solution to the problem lies in understanding the problem. If you don't understand the problem, that where is it you are lacking? Clarity, relevance, structure, depth, expression or articulation. Where the problem is. You will never be able to improve it because you won't have the actionable feedback and the precise actionable feedback which strikes at the heart of the problem to solve it. And once you have understood the problem, you have understood the solution, then you have to build practice. As they say, that quantity is a quality of its own. So daily one answer can really be a game changer. Just let me take an example. So think of this. 0.99 power 365. An amount of effort that you are putting 365 days in a year. You will find that this particular approach will yield you a result somewhere close to 0.03. Somewhere close to 0.03. But imagine adding just a little more effort. 1.01 power 365. What will it lead to? It will lead to roughly 37.8. You see the difference? But this has to be a consistent endeavor. This has to be an endeavor which you perform and you have people to help you out, to handhold you, to mentor you, to guide you. And you receive an actionable feedback. Then only you can build and practice. And finally, when you have arrived at a certain quality and actually has surmounted all the challenges of quality, of time management, because that is again an elephant in the room. While cultivating answer writing skill, you have to remember that time again is a factor. In the examination, you won't have plenty of it in most cases. So then only you can finally perform to excel. So this approach is a protracted approach. You cannot start from here. You have to start from the first step. This approach can be found in our Samarth program. Samarth not only provides you the personalized mentorship, theme-based practice tests, and a gradual improvement cycle. So the well-defined schedule takes you through a 3-stage process, wherein first you understand the building blocks of answer writing and how to excel at them. You are supposed to train for them. A series of sessions working on key building blocks, clarity, relevance, depth, structure, combining everything into a UPSC standard like articulation. And then you are embarked upon a phase of practice. Practice with easy and short tests, starting from NCERT, gradually enriching you. So after NCERT based tests covering all the key subject, you get graduate to the performance phase, where an actual UPSC style, UPSC standard questions are put to you and you are tested on that. All of it combined with mentorship by GS course faculties. This not only teaches you how to write answers, but also provides you a framework to work with. It has a well-defined schedule, so you know when to start and what the end will be like. Also, it helps you cover the entire syllabus, because through this 4-month-long exercise, we not only focus on answer writing, but answer writing in the context of examination, touching upon the entire length and breadth of the syllabus. And this gets enriched with the incorporation of PYQs and trends, so that you not only understand how to handle the questions of the subject, but how to handle the questions of the subject as per the requirement of the examination. So at the end of this, after this comprehensive answer writing skill enrichment, you internalize. It becomes second nature. It becomes a muscle memory to approach the questions with a winner's mindset, with a hero's mindset. And the practice-based approach keeps you working, keeps you aligned with the syllabus and the examination. So, I expect that a lot of you who have queries regarding answer writing, through this session, some of those queries would have got resolved. But still, if you have more, you can comment, or you can reach out to us through our regular communication channels, and we'll try and help you best to our abilities. Details about Samarth answer writing program are given in the description. Do check that out. Until next time, thank you.